Hey guys, it's RL here, and welcome back to another part of me flipping through my old sketchbooks from 2015. And I think this is the strongest video out of all the parts because I freaking love what I did in both of these sketchbooks. Because one, you see a lot more of my characters and some old ones, and two, you see a lot more scenarios with them that I tried to play with, because whenever I'm developing my characters, I like to put them in like cute, funny scenarios that never will happen in the story, and just to kind of guess how their reactions would be is really fun. So a lot of people ask me, not a lot, but a few of you guys have asked me, how do you make a character? And honestly, for me, how I go about it is basically I get the look down, because I don't really like creating a character based off of information, because that's freaking hard. So once I get the look down, then I look at how they look. Are they a serious character? Are they a kind of quiet, reserved character? And I kind of just base their story around that. And guys, stories do not come in 20 seconds. Like, some of my characters, it took me 2 years to kind of think of a solid story for them. So yeah, story writing is really hard. So just kind of keep playing around with ideas that your character could be like this and they won't be like that. And character names are really hard for me because I try to make it fit the look of the character. So yes, and the character that went the longest without a name is Noor, because I could not think of a decent name for him. So it went like 2 months without him having a name, and people were like, Nairo, what is this character's name? And I'm like, I don't know myself, because I can't find anything. And as soon as I saw Noor, which means black in English, I'm like, that fits him. So getting back to the sketchbooks, before I kind of tandered off on creating OCs, I really like the first sketchbook because you see a lot of pen sketches and how I normally color my pen sketches. And this sketchbook was a struggle because I hated it. I really hated this sketchbook because it's really tiny. I think it's like, it doesn't say the dimensions of it, but it legit seems like a 4x6 sketchbook. And I remember I started it and it took me like 3 months to actually finish the sketchbook, because I do not sketch on this size of paper. My drawings can fit on here because I draw super tiny, but I just don't like the feeling of like not having my whole hand on the paper. So if you guys really like these small type of sketchbooks, I really believe that this costed me about $2. So if you want to try out a really small sketchbook, be my guest, because some of you guys may like it. I think this is the Statler sketchbook, I believe. You're gonna have to double check, but this is the ending of this sketchbook. And the next one is actually a Royal and Langnickel sketchbook. I got this at Walmart. I think it was around $4 to $5. And let me just say, guys, I freaking love this sketchbook. I always say this, but I always forget what is in my sketchbooks, because after 2 years, you're not gonna remember everything that's in a old sketchbook. So while I was flipping through it for the video, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so flipping cool. So I think after I finish the 2015 videos, I think I'm going to take some sketches that I really like and re-sketch them in my current style and see if I can make it better, because I always say this, I really like my older stuff a lot better than my newer stuff, because I feel like my older stuff was a lot more stronger and I didn't really have the mindset of I have to have the anatomy perfectly right. I didn't have to have the bodies perfectly right. Like, I didn't have to deal with all those conflicting thoughts. I just drew and didn't care about it. But now that I'm like, anatomy, does this make sense? I kind of just limit myself. So I'm just going to try to get out of that mindset of thinking that everything should look right. So, yeah, and I used a lot of watercolor in this sketchbook. This sketchbook isn't good with watercolor, but at the time I really loved the effect it got. And here is Loxus and Free. They're my favorite ship from Fairy Tail. Like, guys, don't judge me. I ship them like nobody's business. But yeah, you'll see a lot of older Rohei, and I'm cringing because around that time I tried to make him a gangster, and I'm like, nah, bruh, I'm not going that way. So he's like a rapper now. He's not, his profession isn't a rapper, but he loves rapping as a hobby. So yes, and I think this was around the time I got into Future Diary, because I was like, you know what, I'll watch the show and see what is it about, because everyone raved about Future Diary or Mirai Nikki, and honestly I didn't really like it as much. I hated Yuno through the whole show. I'm like, die, woman, die. Like, I never loved her. A lot of people like her because she's like the yandere of the yanderes, and I'm like, please die already, Yuno, because I can't stand you. And yes, and I really love this picture I did for Nautica. It's so cute. And there's another picture in here that I did of me and Mama Cupcake. You'll see it soon. And that's honestly one of my favorite drawings I did of us together, because I think I drew us together once or twice, but that is legit my favorite drawing ever. So yes, and yeah, I covered that one up. I'm not gonna let that one slip like my other one. So yes, guys, you're not getting any more yaoi slips anymore from me, because, you know, I gotta keep my channel PG, and I think it's just not gonna happen by the time these sketchbooks evolve. And that's it. That's that drawing that I was talking about. So yes, no more yaoi slips. But yeah, in this sketchbook I did use pen. The pens I used were like really cheap dollar pens. I didn't buy Stapler pens around this time. I just used dollar pens that were not waterproof. But yeah, so anyways, this video is actually wrapping up. So tell me what you guys thought about these two sketchbooks. Like I said, these are the strongest one because I experimented a lot more. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. And there's Kyohei, who is Pride from the Boy Toy Squad, because I made him around this time. But yeah, there's Kyohei, and I will see you later. Bye!